What's up, guys, and welcome to a very special video. I don't even know what I would consider this video, what kind of category I would put this video in. But what this is a little video of me kind of talking about 10 movies that I want to see on 4K Blu-ray in 2021. A couple things have been talked about already that I did not include in this list because they probably will happen. There's a lot of talk of A Clockwork Orange coming to 4K this year, Indiana Jones. There's a lot of talk of Gravity, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. A lot of that is circulating recently. So those are not included in this video. Now, if they weren't talked about, then maybe I would have included them. But I've talked about doing this video for a little while. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I think now is the best time to do it. So these are in alphabetical order. There's no particular way I have these, like, I want this one more than this one. It's all just alphabetical order here. So these are Blu-rays that I would love to be upgraded to 4K Blu-ray. And the first one is probably my first or second favorite horror movie of all time. We already have probably my favorite horror film of all time is already released on 4K, and that's the original Halloween film. But I would love to see my second favorite, first favorite. I don't know. They always flip for me. But it is James Wan's The Conjuring. I would love this movie to come out on 4K Blu-ray, just to get all those deep, deep darks. And this scene, imagine how this scene would look so beautiful and pop and be so vivid, and that little light would just shine off your screen like never before. And I think there is a lot of really good opportunities with sound in this as well. So that's why I chose The Conjuring. It's a great movie. And if they released this, they would probably do the second one as well, I would imagine. I'm not sure. But the only film in the Conjuring universe to be released on 4K Blu-ray currently is The Nun. Why is that? Who knows? But that's my first pick. My second pick is one of my favorite Tim Burton movies. I thought this would have came out last year for its 30th anniversary, 40th, I think 30th anniversary. Regardless, I thought it would come out. It didn't, but there's still a chance that we'll get Edward Scissorhands on 4K Blu-ray. This needs an upgrade. The Blu-ray is fine, but there are noticeable spots where you could really upgrade this to 4K. And the sound mix is not bad, but the sound mix needs an upgrade as well. And 4K Blu-ray is the way to go for this. I can't wait when this does hit 4K because I think it could look really good. Beetlejuice looked incredible on 4K. Now let's get Edward Scissorhands. I would love to see this on 4K Blu-ray. Now the next one, it is a very, 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 very long shot that this will happen. Probably won't happen. Who knows? But I would love for my favorite Disney animated film to hit 4K Blu-ray. Now, I'm talking about in the Renaissance, the Disney kind of Renaissance from like 89 to 99, if that's what you want to say. We already have Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, and Mulan on 4K. So that leaves Pocahontas, probably won't hit 4K, but you never know. Leaves Hunchback, leaves Hercules, leaves Tarzan. And out of those, the one I would love to hit 4K Blu-ray is The Hunchback of Notre Dame. The Blu-ray is fine, but the weird thing is when they release these, usually the DVD has the same transfer upgrade, And the DVD to this is the same transfer as like the one that came out in the 2000s. So not saying much about that, but the Blu-ray, the HD to this is really good, but I think this would really benefit from 4K, like Mulan did. I think Mulan and The Lion King, the animated versions, are the best of those bunch that I already mentioned to release to 4K, and I think this has a great shot of being one of the best as well. I love this movie, and I think Frollo's the best Disney villain there is. Next up is a movie that might be a bit of a long shot. I don't know, but it's at least one of my top 10 Steven Spielberg movies. I knew I had to pick a film from my favorite director, who is Spielberg, so I had to pick one of his movies that I would love to see come to 4K. And the one I decided to pick is Lincoln. I think this would look incredible on 4K. I think that John Williams' score would sound so good. And just the first like minute of the movie, where you have just the big action battle sequence, those sound effects and everything going on there, I just think that would be totally incredible on 4K Blu-ray. So, yeah, I mean, I just think this would be an incredible transfer if they did it right. So we'll see. Hopefully this does happen soon, eventually. Next up is probably the one I would want to see come to 4K this year most. I've been hoping this was going to be announced for a long time now. Still hasn't been, but I'm holding out hope that not just the first film, but the series of Pirates of the Caribbean will come to 4K Blu-ray. For any of the films that Disney has released, I think this is the series to do it, to put on 4K. These movies in scope are incredible. The scenery is so good. I think the 4Ks would look stunning. I think sequences like the Maelstrom sequence and At World's End would look incredible. I think certain things like the final fight in this would look incredible, or just the vividness to the Illa Cruces fight in Dead Man's Chest. And then if you want to talk about it on Stranger Tides, can't leave that out. I think some things would look really good on 4K there as well. The mermaid sequence, I think, all would really look really good. The fire that comes out of Blackbeard's ship, I think, would be really cool. So, yeah, we already have Dead Men Tell No Tales on 4K, and I believe that was the first Disney film to come out on 4K Blu-ray, believe it or not. So we have to complete the set. And the music, Hans Zimmer's music, would just go so well. I just would love to see these movies on 4K. Next up, I've been hearing rumors about this, but that all sort of died off. But it is the 20th anniversary, and I think it's the only CG computer animated film that I have on this list. And it's DreamWorks Shrek. If they did put this on 4K, I would imagine they do the other ones as well. But this is the one that I think would really serve well to a new transfer, HDR, new sound mix. I think this movie would really, it deserves that new transfer. And I think this just hit a list, a best movies list or something, AFI or something like that. This got onto. So let's show a little love to the first ever winner of the Best Animated Feature Oscar. So that is something special. So let's let it happen. Next up is a movie that probably won't hit 4K. And if it did, it's probably not going to be till next year. But who knows? The movie does look really good on Blu-ray. But I think James Cameron's Titanic would be a really nice 4K transfer. I think the sound to this and just the sound mix and the score and everything, I think would be one of the biggest upgrades. Really good movie. The Blu-ray looks great, but I think the potential for the 4K could be even better. And it has potential to be one of the best 4Ks out there. Let's just hope it doesn't get like the T2 Terminator 2 Judgment Day mix that a lot of people don't like the transfer to that 4K. So we'll see. 3 more left on the list. This is a newer film that I was surprised was only released to Blu-ray. I think it deserves a 4K. It has 4K on Netflix. You could watch this on 4K in other places. But where I would love a 4K release, this is one of my favorite movies of last year. It's top 2 for me. This and Joker were my favorite movies of last year. And that is none other than... Oh no, you're sending collectors to fuck with me at my office? Are you out of your fucking mind? Call me back. They think the Sixers are supposed to win the game tonight. You know, I love this movie. I love Uncut Gems. I love this movie so much. And I'm probably going to pop it in after I'm done recording this, actually, because this is such an entertaining film. And I love it, and I would love it on 4K. And I would love a steelbook of this. Like, a steelbook of Uncut Gems would be... Like, that would just be my dream. So, all these would be great for Steelbook, but that one in particular. Next up is probably a 4K that might never happen. I'm really stretching for this, but there is a chance that one of my favorite movies of all time will hit 4K Blu-ray. And that is a little film I like to call The Wicker Man. This is the 1984? Yeah, no, 74. This is a 1974 film. Christopher Lee, Edward Woodward, in a terrific film. And if you haven't seen this, go watch The Wicker Man. Come on, this movie is one of the best films. I love it. It's in my top 10 for sure. Great film. And the final film that I have on this list that I would love to see hit 4K Blu-ray is a Martin Scorsese movie. It is recent, but it is probably my favorite Scorsese film. I love this movie. It flies by. 3-hour runtime just flies by. And it's The Wolf of Wall Street. Leonardo DiCaprio in one of his best performances, if not his best performance. I think this is a terrific movie, and I think it would be great on 4K. And I think it deserves a new uptick, a new upgrade from the 2013-14 Blu-ray release of this. I think we need a good upgrade to this. So, Wolf of Wall Street, let's get it on 4K. Let's make this happen. But yeah, guys, so those are my picks for the movies I would love to see. The 10 picks. And if you want to count the Pirates series, a little more than 10. But my 10 overall picks for the films I would love to hit 4K Blu-ray in 2021. Guys, leave your comments down below. What do you think about these movies? Would you love to see any of these hit 4K? And if there's other titles that I missed, leave them down below. And let's keep our fingers crossed and hope we get a lot of cool stuff this year. Guys, you can comment, you could subscribe if you haven't done so already. You could follow me on Instagram at KingOfRises131 and on Twitter at RyanKing72. More information on all that down in the description of this video. And with that, guys, that's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching this one, and until next time, over and out.